everybody. What's up? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Welcome to another episode of wrenching and fixing tractors. Go check out iSave Tractors. My buddy Norman over there in Maine. He's got some very old school real tractors that he fixes. He also sells parts for the old K-Series Kohlers. Just hate when people bother you, man. I gotta stop leaving my phone number on my description. You know what I'm saying? I can't even reach it. Anyway, so yesterday's episode, when I finally got my Murray Select to actually run great, and I took it around the block for a spin, all the doubters says, Henry, you're doing it wrong. You're completely doing it wrong. You don't know what you're doing. As you guys saw from the video yesterday, the engine ran great. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, you know. You say I don't know what I'm doing, but engine's run. It wasn't running before I started doing all that stuff. Now it runs great. Haters gonna hate, but thank you guys very much for the criticism anyway, because you know you need criticism for you to motivate yourself to get going, and kind of prove them wrong. You know what I mean? So while the episode before that I had about 450, almost 500 views because there was a lot of interest in this tractor, right? There's also about 50 to 60 comments. Mostly half of them were all criticisms, right? Well, then yesterday's video, also a lot of views. It's about at 380, 400 right now, just from one day, one overnight, And comments were half. It's only about 25 comments. Most of them, 99% of those comments were excellent. Thank you very much. So I guess we shut up the critics, and they're like, well, I don't really need to comment now because it's running around the block, so what am I going to say about that, But anyway, that's water under the bridge, right? I'm learning to take a little bit more criticism, but honestly, if the criticism is such that they prove me wrong, right, then of course I'll accept it because obviously I did something wrong. But when they say that I'm doing it wrong, but yet it's running around the block, I mean, how do you defend that? You know what I mean? How can you say that I don't know what I'm doing when it's running perfectly around the block? So maybe you guys are sitting there going, oh, he did it all wrong, but geez, how did he get it running though? It's weird. But anyhow, the important part is that it's running, right? And regardless of the bad criticism, the good criticisms, the pats on the back, I appreciate it all because it means that you guys are involved and you care and you want to share the information. And it's not just, remember, it's not just sharing the information with just me. It's sharing information with everybody that watches the video. They can read the comments, and so maybe your criticisms or your advice would help others as well. But anyway, today's video, I'm going to just do a little repair on loose ends. Like, for instance, I'm going to wipe down this entire tractor to make it look nice, right? Maybe get a hood from the back. I have that other LT1000 that has a terrible looking hood. I might try to paint that, But I want to show you guys something. As you guys know, I have about 3,500 subscribers. It's really gone up since I hit 1,000. As you know, YouTube, they don't give you those coveted play buttons. It's an award for your hard work as a YouTube creator, right? They give you one at 100,000 subscribers. Not even 10,000 subscribers. You figure a milestone like 10,000 subscribers, you'd get something out of it, right? Even the coveted 1,000 subscribers. If you're a new YouTuber and you want to get monetized, you need a minimum of 1,000 subscribers, right? So you don't even get it for your 1,000 subscribers. That's a big milestone, So I don't know why they don't give you anything for that. So, I wanted to get something for my accomplishments, and 3,500 to me is a personal accomplishment. Getting over 1,000 was probably my biggest milestone so far. I honestly don't think I'm ever going to reach 100,000 subscribers. So you know what? To get me motivated, I told you I was going to buy myself one of those fake play button awards. Not for the 3,500, right? Because that's kind of like an in-between milestone, I want to do one for the 1,000 subscribers because that was my first major milestone. So I paid $50 for it, but it's pretty cool, you know. So it came yesterday in the mail. And you see what it says. It's a little cute little, you know, frame, whatever, that you buy from Marshalls or something for like $5.99. Black background. It has a plastic play button, right? It says YouTube. Has my logo because you can send in your logo and stuff. And there you go. Ooh, you can see me in the background. Anyway, so it says, congratulations for surpassing 1,000 subscribers. And it's got my logo on there, Mowers and Blowers. So you know what? I'm just going to like hang this up in my garage and motivate me to get to 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, right. So I've got this thing hanging over here.
Hey, Henry, that's a piece of junk. Just wasted $50.
Shut up. So I wanted to get the lights working. As you guys know, I love lights. But this is such that I was just testing the circuits, and there is no switched power. It's always 12 volt, constant, you know? So I got to find like a on and off switch or something. I did find a big square one, but this thing is all steel. So it'll take a while for me to drill holes and then file a perfect square like that. And I guess I might do that, but I'm not sure. Also, my friend Doug Leap, who watches every video actually, he was curious as to the compression after we put the oil in and ran it for a while. And I was actually curious myself. So as you guys can see from the compression tool here, this is the last reading we had from when I did my crazy unorthodox moves to get this thing running. So as you know from the very beginning, before I did anything to it, it had about 30 compression. Then after what I did to it, it has 73 compression. So I'm going to reset it now. And this is after we took a spin. We drove around the block at full throttle, and it ran beautifully, without a hiccup. Perfect. So he was curious as to see, you know, after running it for that period of time at full throttle with the new engine oil sloshing around and stuff, how much compression would it have now? So let's crank it a few times. That ought to do it. Holy cow. Check it out, fellers. It's at, I wish they'd make it easier to figure it out. Looks like 90, 75, 50 to 75. It's 25. Oh, okay. So it's about 12 more, right? Or 15 more, so 90. We got 90 PSI now. Awesome. So that's great, and that's why it starts, because that's why it starts and runs, because 90 PSI is good enough for an engine to run pretty good. You ideally want over 100, 120, something like that. That's like perfect compression, but you know, 90 is good for this old piece of junk, you know what I mean? I want to make it so that it's not a piece of junk, you know? Kind of like a, you know, kind of like a project, just to get it going, you know what I mean? It still doesn't have a deck, and I still need to get a seat, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, it looks pretty good. I'm going to, since I got this out, right, I'm going to put a new spark plug in there. Maybe it'll run a little bit better. Maybe work on the lights or something like that. You know, maybe I'll do that switch. I don't know. There's a brand new spark plug. It's a, it's the RJ19LM. This is a Briggs version of it. I got it from my boys over at ProPartsDirect.net, who has been ignoring me for the past few months. I don't think they want to sponsor me anymore because I don't have as much subscribers as Tarol. Tarol's been getting a lot of resources from Pro Parts Direct. I think they partnered up and they do like trade shows together and stuff. So I understand, you know, that's Tarol's got like 96,000 subscribers. So I understand you want to go with somebody that has more of a reach. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, I almost tripped my myself. Look at this. Look at this. How did that happen? Did somebody just tie my shoelaces together? You know, I have to have lights, right? So I'm just gonna rig it so that I'll have lights. I'm gonna have to drill a hole here. Got myself a switch now. So I think I got the lights all worked out. I ran out of light bulbs, so I had to put a LED one here and a regular one there. Look. Cool. Gotta love lights. So, got lights now, wiped it down with some ATF, the whole thing. It actually looks pretty good. I was gonna get that thing running back here? No way, man. So yeah, I need a seat, and ideally I need a deck. But this thing that was destined to be stripped down and torn down and thrown to the curb, all of a sudden it has a new life. Look how shiny it is. And it runs well too. Amazing, right? I don't know. Sometimes when you figure that it's just hopeless and it's just scrap, and it's amazing that it's living now and driving, and actually it looks great. Lights work and everything, you know. It's very satisfying, this one right there, you know. In tomorrow's episode, I'm going to remove this hood and bring it into my garage. I'm going to paint this dark hunter green. I bought a bottle or a can, that Rust-Oleum dark hunter green, and I think that'll match this pretty well. I'm also going to try to figure out how I'm going to fix this melt hole here, you know. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I like the stickers are in pretty decent shape, so I might have to cover those up, you know. The pool next to it, I need to paint the deck. Use some quick color and paint the dashboard too. As you can see, it's kind of rough, you know. The way the weather is, we're not getting any snow. And so I think spring may be coming upon us a little bit quicker than expected. So I'm going to get these tractors looking presentable so that when spring rolls around, I can get rid of them. I mean, is this like out of control? I literally have a fleet of lawn tractors, you know. That yard machines over there I got from Nick from Medford, that just needs a seat, a deck, and an engine too, but I'm fresh out of those things, you know. But looks like that's the only one that doesn't run. Every one of these babies runs, drives, and mows. Except for the Murray, of course. So there's my fleet of lawn tractors. I like them all, you know. They all run, they all mow, they all drive, everything works. It's taken me pretty much the entire summer to do it, you know. But the best part of it is that I got them all pretty much for free. Free. So even if I didn't sell it, right, I got nothing to lose except for the time that I spent fixing them and stuff. Parts here and there, you know, but very minimum cash out of my pocket, you know. And that's the joy that I get from getting stuff for free, because I didn't really spend any money for it, you know what I mean? If I sell it, I sell it. If I don't sell it, no big deal either. I didn't pay any money for it, right? Anyway, so thanks a lot for following me along this episode where we button up that Murray. It's got a second life from the dumpster, you know what I mean? It literally was this close to being stripped into pieces for parts, right? And then the carcass, frame, the chassis, all that stuff was going to be dumped to the curb and into the dump pile. So it was just that split second where I thought, man, it really looks good, you know? I bet you it'd look better if we just fixed it up. And it really wasn't that much trouble, you know? We had that amazing engine revival that I did using unorthodox methods. But whatever, man. It runs and drives great. I'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Hey guys, support my channel. Buy a sticker. Also follow me on Instagram at Mowers Blowers. Check out my website, mowersblowers.com. See you guys.